Hi there, I'm Susan. Welcome to today's class and welcome to my channel. It's great to have you here. Today's class is a slower paced vinyasa flow with some elements of yin in there too. So it's great for anybody who feels like they've got a lot on, very busy, feeling very rushed and not had much chance to recenter or settle. I can relate to this really closely. I would often find myself burning out, doing too much, and forcing my way through things. So, this practice is a great one to help us to slow down, check in with ourselves, give ourselves some deep breaths, and give our body the space that it needs. So, I hope you enjoy the practice. Have a great class. Starting off with Baddha Konasana legs. So come into lying with soles of your feet together, knees apart, and take your hands to the tops of your thighs. Deep breath in, down in through your nose, into your nasal passage, down into your ribs. Fill up your ribs. And breathe out. And breathe in. As you breathe out, press down the tops of your thighs. So creating some space in your lower back. Another breath in, fill up. Breathe out, press down, tops of your thighs. Then take your knees together, windscreen wipe your knees from side to side. So taking your knees together and taking them to one side, to the other side. Then hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Just creating space in our spine and our lower back. And then come onto your side, and then with your left hand in your hand in your head, support your head up. And coming onto all fours, just straighten out my mat. Coming onto all fours for cat cow. Take some padding for your knees. And then spread out your fingers and press the tops of your feet down and your shin down to the mat. Flat back. And breathe in. Down into your ribs, down into your lower belly. Fill up your belly. And breathe out, let it go. On your next breath in, look up to the ceiling, tailbone up to the ceiling, belly down to the floor. And breathe out, go the other way, belly button to your spine, straighten your arms. And breathe in, look up, fill up the belly. And breathe out, go the other way. And continue that in your own time. And then take your hips from side to side. You can take your shoulders the opposite way. So really stretching out, getting some movement in our shoulders and our hips. And then let's get our spine involved. So take some rolls of your mid-back around one way and around the other way. Flowing your breath with the movement. Then thread the needle. Take your left hand to the center of the mat and breathe in. Reach up with your right arm to the ceiling. Breathe out. Bring your right arm underneath your left shoulder. Reach forward with your left hand. Deep breath in. Into your side ribs. And breathe out. Let it go. Then back to the center. And take your right hand to the center. Breathe in. Reach up with your left arm. Breathe out. Bring it underneath your right shoulder. Reach forward with your right hand. Deep breaths. And we're not forcing here. Just letting our body be where it's at and feel the stretch. And then back to center, take one more cat-cow. And then take your hands a little further forward, tuck your toes and lift your knees for downward dog. So in downward dog, you can take any movements you need here. So maybe bending one knee, bending the other knee, moving your hips from side to side. And then let's come into some stillness. And let's get into our breath. So deep breath in. And breathe out. Let's breathe again. Breathe together. Fill up. And breathe out. Keep your breaths flowing. And take your left foot to the center. Breathe in. Reach up with your right foot. And breathe out. Bend at your knee. Open at your hip. And take some circles with your right foot around one way and then the other way. Big circles with your right knee around one way and the other way. And then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and lower your left knee down. I'm just going to turn so I can see you. And take your right hand to the top of your right hip. And left hand down to the mat underneath your left shoulder. As you breathe in, lengthen your bottom ribs. As you breathe out, with your right hand, do an external rotation of your right thigh. Relax your head and neck. Then bend at your left knee and grab your left foot with your right hand. Breathe in, lengthen your bottom ribs. And as you breathe out, relax your right shoulder down your back. And we're creating a stretch in our left hip flexor. And then come to sitting on your left heel. Or you can sit up and we're straightening our right leg and take a bend in your right knee. Breathe in, lift and lengthen your ribs and your spine. As you breathe out, fold over your front leg. So the aim here is to lengthen our bottom ribs. And breathe out, fold. Creating stretch down the back of our right leg. And then final position, stretching, taking your right foot long. And then reach over to your right foot with your left hand. And breathe in. And breathe out. Feel the stretch down the inside of your right thigh and your left lower back. Back to center. Take another cat-cow. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees for downward dog. Deep breath in. And breathe out. Take your right foot to the center of the mat. Breathe in. Reach up with your left foot. And breathe out. Bend at the knee. Open at the hip. And take some circles with your left foot around one way and the other way. Big circles with your left knee around one way, back around the other way. And then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Just going to turn again so I can see you. And right hand pressing to the mat. Take your left hand to the top of your left thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out, external rotation of your left thigh. Relax your head and neck. Then take your right foot with your left hand. Breathe in. And breathe out, open your left shoulder. And then come to sitting on your right heel. Breathe in, lengthen your bottom ribs. Breathe out, fold over your front thigh. And then last position here, stretching out your left foot. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach your right hand to your left foot. Deep breaths. And back to the center and take one more cat-cow. Breathing in, looking up, tailbone up. Breathing out, go the other way. And then tuck your toes for downward dog. Take any movements you need here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone up to the ceiling. Walk or step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, take your hands to your shins or your thighs, flat back. And breathe out, fold forward. Take your feet hip width apart. And then interlace grab your opposite elbow with your hand. And ragdoll by rocking from side to side. You can interlace your fingers at your lower back. And breathe in. As you breathe out, stretch your arms to the front of the mat. Then release your hands down, flat back, breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, rise, come up to standing, hands up. And exhale, hands at heart center. And close down your eyes. And set an intention for your practice today. I'm going to set an intention to have deep, full, nourishing breaths. And take the space that I need. You set whatever intention works for you. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, open your mouth and sigh it out. Open your eyes, have an amazing practice. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, fold forward. Halfway lift, flat back, breathe in. Hands down to the mat and step back high plank. Knees down, down to low plank, and lower down. Up dog or cobra, take your hands a little further forward. Press the tops of your feet down and press your tailbone down to your heels. As you breathe in, lengthen your bottom ribs forward, and we're creating space in our spine and our lower back. As you breathe out, keep dragging your bottom ribs forward. Breathe in, open your chest, pressing your tailbone down to your heels, and breathe out. Take your hands under your shoulders, come onto your knees. I'll get my words out, and then tuck your toes for downward dog. And deep breath in, then breathe out. Another breath in, fill up the lungs. And breathe out. Keep a deep breath flowing. Walk or step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, rise, come up to standing, hands up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Breathe in, hands up. And breathe out, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands down to the mat, step back high plank, knees down, down to low plank. Upward dog or cobra, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Come to your knees or up for down dog. Deep breath in and breathe out. Take your right foot to the centre and breathe in, reach up for your left foot. Breathe out, step it between your hands and come for crescent lunge. Lower your right knee down. As you breathe in, reach up with your right arm to the ceiling, lengthen up through your spine. And as you breathe out, twist your right elbow over your left thigh or left knee, and take your right hand into a fist, left hand pressing into the fist. As you breathe in, lift and lengthen your right bottom ribs. As you breathe out, relax your head and neck and twist to the left side. Deep breaths down into your ribs. As you breathe out, twist a little bit deeper. You can stay here with your arms, or you can open out your arms. And then release. And then inch your front foot a little further forward. And take your hands to your front thigh, or you can take them to blocks either side of you. As you breathe in, press away from your front thigh with your chest. As you breathe out, sink your hips to the front of the mat. Relax shoulders down your back and press your back foot and shin down to the mat. And deep breaths. Keep the deep breath flowing. Another breath in. Breathe out. Stick out your tongue, line it out. Nice. Heel to butt. Taking your back foot with your right hand. And breathe in. Press away from your front thigh. As you breathe out, sink your hips to the front of the mat and press your tailbone down. Deep breaths. Another breath in. Breathe out. Stick out your tongue, line it out. Nice. Then pigeon. And then coming down. So your front shin is parallel with the front of the mat. Take your fingers interlaced at the ball of your front foot and breathe in. Lift and lengthen up through your chest, through your spine. As you breathe out, fold your chest bone to your left ankle bone. Deep breaths. And then slowly come up. Take your hands to the front of the mat. Step back for a high plank, knees down, down to low plank. Breathe out. Upward dog or cobra, breathe in. And exhale onto your knees and come up for downward dog. Deep breath in. And breathe it out. Take your left foot to the centre and breathe in, reach up with your right foot. Breathe out, step it between your hands for crescent lunge. I'm just going to turn so I can see you. And breathe in, lengthen up, reaching up with your right arm. And breathe out, twist to the right side. Take your left hand into a fist, right hand pressing into the fist. Breathe in, lift and lengthen your bottom ribs. Breathe out, use your left fist and your right hand as a lever to twist. Relax your right shoulder down your back. You can take a variation of your choice by opening your arms if you like, or you can keep your hands together. And release. Runner's lunge, inching your front foot forward. Take your hands to blocks or to your front thigh. Breathe in, press away from your front thigh. And breathe out, sink your hips to the front of the mat. And deep breaths. Stick out your tongue, line it out. Nice. And grabbing your back foot with your left hand. Breathe in, tuck your tailbone down. As you breathe out, drag your back foot to your left butt cheek. And deep breaths. Another breath in. Stick out your tongue, line it out. And then pigeon on the right side. Lowering down. And take your fingers interlaced at the ball of your right foot. And breathe in, lift and lengthen up through your spine. As you breathe out, fold over your right ankle. And deep breaths. So we're feeling the stretch here in our deep hip and glute muscles, and particularly in our piriformis, which is the muscle in the glute from your lower back underneath your butt cheek. So breathing into this muscle doesn't get stretched very often. It takes a lot of stretching the outer muscles and the outer layers first before you can get to the piriformis, as it's deeper into the muscles. So pigeon is beautiful for stretching out this muscle. So sending your breath down into your glutes, down into your hips, and breathing out. And then slowly coming up, taking your hands in front of you and stepping back for plank with your knees down to low plank, breathe out. Up dog or cobra, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. And deep breath in. And breathe out, let it go. And take a couple more deep breaths here. Take any movements you need. Then walk your feet to your hands and come to sitting, and then lying on the mat for happy baby. Grabbing the outside edges of your feet or your big toes and rocking from side to side. Maybe straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. And then hug your knees in and just take a rock from side to side. Then keep holding your right knee into your chest and lengthen your left knee onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your right knee over to the left side, hips over to the right, and open your right arm to the right side for supine twist. And back to the center. And switch it over. Take your left knee into your chest and then over to the right, hips over to the left. Open out your left arm to the left side. Deep breaths. And back to the center. And then coming to our final resting pose of Shavasana. Take your arms above your head for one full body stretch. Deep breath in and breathe out. Let it go. And then take your hands either side of you, palms facing the ceiling. Take any adjustments of your pelvis that you need to create space. And close down your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Let it go. We're going to take a silent Shavasana here. I'll mind the time. And start deepening your breath. And then rocking your head from side to side. Wiggling out your fingers and your toes. And then hug your knees into your chest. And come to lying on the right side. And just cushioning your head with your hands. Just lie here for a moment, eyes closed. And take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up today for the mat, on the mat for you. Then coming up to sitting, taking your right hand underneath your head, left hand on the floor to support yourself back up. And then sitting cross-legged, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, let it go. Take your hands in between your eyebrows to your forehead. Gentle bow and namaste. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that. You can let me know how you got on by leaving a comment, or you can give it a like if you liked it to let me know. If there's any other type of yoga that you're looking for, or particular postures or something, a goal that you'd like to get out of your yoga, you can drop me a comment below to let me know. You can also subscribe to my channel. You can also subscribe for emails as well. The details about that are on my page, and that will help you to keep updated with what's coming in my yoga community. I'm also teaching classes in the Nottinghamshire area, so if you're in that area or you want to pop over to that area, just let me know, and I can send you details of what classes I've got coming up. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.